Hello friends, in this session we'll be learning about the data types which are present in Java. Okay, so for learning this, let's create a new class file for Java, and when we will name it as learning data types, and I will include public static void main. Okay, delete this comment. Now what are data types? You have been studied chemistry, biology, or whatever subject it is, you always find a statement something. These are the building blocks of this element. Okay. So data types we can say are the building blocks for Java. For example, the basic data type which is available we can say is integer. Okay. Now when I say the value 10, suppose my age, I want to say my age is 25. Okay, okay, but whenever I want to assign this value, I need to write 25. Suppose if I want to enter some value, let's say 10,241. So I have to again and again write this value. So it is possible in Java to store this value inside an object. Okay, that is inside this value store this value inside a variable. Okay, suppose this is an integer, 25 is an integer value. Okay, I say that my age is 25 years plus my age is of integer type. Okay, so this is known as data type. This integer is known as data type. Data type is anything which is telling about information about our variable. This is an age variable which is of data type integer. Okay, is known as a data type. We have various type of data types available. Like this is integer. If we have the integer of short length, then we use integer. If our integer or value is of large, then we use long. We use long. Price is equals to 252525. Okay. Suppose I want to use some numeric value. If I write here 25.1, this will give me an error. Let's see, it is giving me an error, the type mismatch error. Okay, because integer cannot store decimal values. For storing decimal values, we need to use double. I write double cost is equals to 25.1. Okay, so for using of integer values, we use double. Now we can write these values also. For example, I can write SYSO, then control plus space, that is system dot print dot ln. Okay, and I can write here age without braces. Okay, if I can write this age here, then it means the value 25. Let's save this and run this, and it has printed 25 here. Okay, I could have also used system.out.println in the inverted commas. I could have used 25, or without, if it's an integer value I can use without inverted commas also 25. Okay, so if I print this, run this my program, it has printed 25. So the power of this variable come is that in suppose next if I write here my age is equals to 29, and if I again use system.out.println print age, now let's see what it print. It print 25, then the age was updated to 29, and then it has print 29. So this is how we can work with variables. Okay, so variables can be of integer type. If it is of long size, we can use long. If it is numeric, we can use double. Okay, also except this, we have one data type known as boolean. Boolean is for true and false condition. Okay, suppose I can write boolean answer is equals to true. So in the boolean we can give true or false. For example, if I write system.out.println and if I write here answer, let's see what it prints. It has printed me true. Okay, I can write true, I can write false. Okay, let's print. Yes, it has printed false. I cannot write anything except true or false. Some, let's say, this unknown words. It has given us an error. The error says Teja is not resolved to a variable because the variable is of boolean type and I need to enter true or false. Okay, so considering the basic type of data types, we can say it's integer, long, double, boolean, and we have characters. Okay, characters, I mean I can write character. Okay, character A is equal to character, I can write character name, let's say A. Okay, it has given me error because a single character we need to store under single inverted commas. Okay, so in characters we can store single character. I can store A, capital A, I can store B, etc. Let's print this. If I write system.out.println and if I write here character name, say I will save this and I will run this. It has printed me B. Okay, I can write C here, and if I again execute this, it has printed me C. So what we have studied about integer, long, double, boolean, and the char, that is character. We have others also, but for now just study these basic data types. Okay, now let's see how to print those data types. Okay, suppose I have this integer value is equals to 1. If I write system.out.println and if I give a value here, so it would print me 1. Okay, suppose I want to write some text here as well, then how I can use, I can write here inverted commas. I can say this is the value. Okay, now this is the text and this is the data type integer. So how I can add both of them? We can add both of them with the symbol plus. If I write plus symbol, then both of these would be added. That is, I can use both of them. First, when print command will be executed, it will first read this on the left, start from the left hand side, and it will identify, yes, there is something inside the double inverted commas, so it is a text. So it will print the text. Then it will see plus sign. Okay, it is a plus sign, so definitely there would be some variable following after it. And then it will print the value variable here as 1. Okay, let's save this and run this to check. See, this is the value 1. I can give the value 10, save this and again run this. See, it's working perfectly fine. Similarly, I can write character. This was here, so I will just use it here. System.out.println value for character, and then I will use plus symbol and char name. And let's run this. The value for character is C because I have assigned the C value here. Similarly, we can use Boolean as well. This was the variable having data type as Boolean and assigned the value as false. So I can write here Boolean value is, and I will use the plus symbol and the answer, that is the variable name answer. Let's save this and run this again. Boolean value is false. Okay, if I write here true and again run this, the Boolean values is true. So this is how we can print our variables having different data types. Okay. Also, Boolean is used for comparison. Okay, like if I write here integer a is equals to 2, integer b is equals to 3. So if I write here system out.println a is greater than 3, a is greater than b, then what should be our answer? I'll first comment this. Let's first understand a if 2 is greater than 3. If I use system.println and I use inside this is 2 is greater than 3. No, 2 is not greater than 3, then it returns a Boolean value. When we compare two variables here, then it returns a Boolean value. So it should be false. Let's see. Yes, it has printed false. If I have written 2 is greater than 1, and if I execute this, true, yes, 2 is greater than 1. Similarly, we can use the operators here, that is these variables a and b. So it will check system.out.println is value of a, that is 2, is greater than b. No, so it should print as false. False. Okay, so this is also how we can use our Boolean values. If we compare two strings, it will return a Boolean. Except this, there is some operators known as post increment, addition, subtraction. If you have studied any of the languages, C, C++, you must be aware of it. Okay. Plus means when we want to add two numbers, suppose int x is equals to 1. If I write system.out.println and I use x plus 5, so the value should be, the value of x was 1 and then I have added 5 value to it. Okay, so it should print 6. Similarly, I can subtract some value, -5. If I execute this, it has printed me -4. 1 minus 5 is equals to -4. Similarly, there are increment operators. Okay. Suppose there was int I is equals to 1. I will comment this. If I write x is equals to x plus 1. So what this mean is that on x plus 1, the value of x was suppose say 2. Okay, so 2 plus 1 and assign this value back to x. Okay, so the x value would be 3 now. Let's check it. Let's check, the x value is now 3. That is perfectly correct. Before x value was 2, add 1 to it and then assign this value to x. That is 2 plus 1 is equals to 3. So we can also perform this activity with a shortcut. We can write here x plus plus. Okay, and it will automatically add plus 1 to this x value. Let's run this. See 3. If I again write x plus plus, so it will add again one value to the answer. The answer value was 3. Now it will become 4. See? So by increment operator we can add plus and minus one value to the answer. And similarly we have decrement operator as well. If I write int y is equals to 5 and if I use system.println y minus minus, that is minus one value to from it, and if I use it, run it, oh sorry, decrement operator should be used before. Yeah, see, it has printed 4, minus 1 from 5 and it has printed 4. So this is how we can use various operators in Java. Also we have studied about data types, of which the basic ones are integer, long, double, characters. Okay, we also have one string string data type. We will be studying in detail in the next sessions. Okay, thank you.